Tennessee River Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. They believe that their wide receiver is the best in the country. He has been so electric this season, nobody can stop him. They believe that he is so efficient in the red zone, top 5 in the country in receiving touchdowns, and he firmly belongs in the Heisman conversation to hear his name called in New York later this year. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Volunteers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Texas offense will go on the attack first. And here comes Arch Manning. He threw for 5 touchdowns in a victory last time out. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Manning. Hauls it in. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the counter. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Makes it past the marker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Manning on play action. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Touchdown, Longhorns! A great catch and run for 6.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Tennessee's offense will come out to go on the attack for the 1st time. Going to be interesting to see how they use him throughout this game, because this linebacking crew can be exploited. Pulls and fires complete. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo.
And that's such an underrated skill when you watch quarterbacks, man. To be able to see him, he sees the receiver breaking from the right side of the field, but you got to be able to read the coverage in front, and that's really good timing, getting the ball out of your hands, knowing when he's going to come open, and putting the ball right on him.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They're working that left side.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Vols will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The run inside. It's Henderson. Gives him a little more breathing room. A 3-yard gain out to the 7. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Got enough for the first. Oh, my, circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Complete. Quick spin on the ride. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Fires to the right. Good timing on the quick out. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Throwing Manning. Unleashes one. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. This quarterback part of their running game. Picks up the first down. Maybe some room here. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Running inside, it's Morris. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly complete. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Vols will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. On the ground, it's Smothers. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. He's got him. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He's got great speed. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. On the move, he fires. Finds a man in the middle.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Now on first down from the 40. Trying play action. Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Safe completion on the screen. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Racing to the right. The 20. The 10. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And that is a defensive lineman's dream. Ball on the ground, pick it up, make some moves, take it all the way to the house. Palmer, I did think he was going to run out of oxygen.
Yeah, David, I don't know if that guy's ever run that far in his life. They're going to have to get him some oxygen on the sideline soon because he's got to go back on the field right away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. It's complete to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. From the gun, give to Hardy. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. All the numbers and stats will show you going for it on 4th down in this area of the field really puts pressure on a defense. On target. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. He's looking deep. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, you know, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Pulled down for the tackle. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Looking for a big gain. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. And the Volunteers will punt this one away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Play action, here's Manning. He'll pull it down. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Gonna run it. It's Henderson. Could be an alley. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Manning. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Manning. Got his man.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Turning it on. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. They're going to test the right side with this one. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Finds his tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Gets the back moving. Arch Madness. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
The give to the back. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So a drive there of 84 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Lofts one high and deep. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It Smothers. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Spins away from the defense. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Wide receivers all over the place. Trips to the left on 2nd and 7. To throw, Manning. Oh, he makes the catch.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll run it on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get 1 more snap off. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific 2nd half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with Iowa taking on the UCLA Bruins. And it's the Hawkeyes in the throes of what is right now a major upset. It's early, I shouldn't get ahead of myself, but this team believes and they could just pull this off. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside Neyland Stadium. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Dotson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the 2nd half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the 1st half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Volunteers send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Secures it at the 30. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Manning with a play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here's Manning to throw. Using the quick game. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Back to throw. It's Manning. Makes the catch. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Smothers. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Give to the running back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the single back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. To the air on first down. Under fire. Working the middle, it's complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw again. He's got his man, makes the grab. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Backed up now, here's second and long. Complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Finds his man. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Gets it out fast. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now second and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Right down the middle. Got his man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Vols go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Off play action on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Snap in the shotgun. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. They'll try to slam it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Volunteers!
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They go play action with Manning. Got it. Quick step and go. Snags it, and he's open. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Takes the handoff. It Smothers. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Arch is going to throw for it. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. Fires to the big fella. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. And he missed it. No good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And the Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. Bounced off his feet. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He'll throw it. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's Arch to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Henderson. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. This should be the last play of the quarter. On the move, it's Henderson. Powers through the defender. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Quick release on the RPO. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He makes the grab. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Hardy. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires on the move. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. A strike downfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And what an awesome response from the defense. You give up a huge play the play before, and what do you come back? You come back and you get pressure on the quarterback, and you get him on the ground before he can make another big play.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Looking to fire. Got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's got enough. and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They'll run it. It's Hardy. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. A one-sided game like this one, and you suffer an injury, that is not ideal. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They've held the ball forever. Relentless drive, but what a win for the defense if they can force a field goal. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy that, remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. They'll go to the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They get the completion, but it won't be nearly enough as the defense is there to stop him short. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Headed outside, it's Henderson. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to move them on the counter. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at the 13. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Henderson. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. So now it's 2nd and long. They want that clock to run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll send the tight end in motion. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He wants a big play here late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On target over the middle. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. Wants to go right back downfield. Gets it out quickly.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer.